Good morning. This is Outdoor Indoor. My name is Tony. Today we're going to teach you how to make old-fashioned pancakes. So if you come over here, I'll show you what we already did. So here we have all our dry ingredients. It was 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of white sugar, and a teaspoon of salt, with 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, then we have 1 large egg, 1.25 cup of milk, and we are not boiling, but we're melting our butter. And it is actually done, so now we can go ahead and start to prepare our batter. So the butter goes in, then your milk, and you're going to want to mix that. Once you get this all finely incorporated, you can go ahead and add your egg, which is your binding agent. And mix. And take a look at this. I'd say we have perfect pancake batter. So now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna grab our pan. When you're using non-stick, you wanna use a rubber spatula or plastic spatula. And really? Oh, so you're going to want to use a rubber or plastic spatula. That way you don't stick don't scratch off the non-stick coating on your pan. We're going to let this come up to heat. We're going to grab a ladle. Or just something to pour our batter. Okay. We're going to let this come up to heat, which should be in a minute or so. That's what I was forgetting. So even though we have non-stick, we're gonna use a little bit of olive oil in our pan, just so it kind of gives it a nice flavor. Now, butter, let me correct myself here. We're gonna have multiple layers of flavor. The butter is to flavor the actual pancake, while the olive oil is to brown the outside and to also give it an extra layer of flavor. Okay. All right. Now we're going to wait for our heat to come up, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so now that our pan has heated up, we're going to go ahead and start to make our pancakes. And while these start to cook, I'm going to go ahead and grab a plate. Now comes the fun part. You'll wait. Okay, as you can see, we flipped our pancakes and they are ready to come off. And that is what they look like. That is too hot to touch right now, but let's continue making these. You can do all different sizes, it doesn't have to match. As long as they cook equal amounts of time, it'll be alright. So we'll get back to you when we're ready to do the next step of our breakfast. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to make an omelet to accompany our pancakes. So, we're going to use 6 large eggs. That's not what you want to do. Okay, so now I have a little bit of a secret here. We're going to take about a tablespoon of olive oil and put it into our eggs. Okay, so that's about a tablespoon, and then we're just going to get some salt and pepper. So we want to do equal parts. So we're going to do a tablespoon of salt, and we'll do a tablespoon of pepper. And then we're going to mix. Alright, and then I like to take a little bit of oregano or rosemary, and I like to add just a touch. Gives it a little bit of a flavor. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to heat up our pan again. And once the pot or the pan comes up to temperature, which I think it still is from the pancakes, we're actually going to go ahead and add our omelet. Okay, now we will get back to you once we are ready to finish it off. Okay, so as you can see here, we've finished up our breakfast. We have our eggs with oregano, and then we have our old style pancakes made from scratch. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video. Leave a like, comment, and share.